today's video, we are going to go over the top Harry Potter duels. While I'm staying in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter at the moment, I thought I should go through all of the duels, so I created a new tier list going over all of the duels, or at least the specific ones that actually are good. So as you can see, I have the normal format of S, A, B, C, and D, and I have all of these thumbnails of all of these hand-picked Harry Potter wand duels. I'm going back to the beginning of where the first duel happens that I see. I do not count Lily and James Potter getting killed in the beginning of Sorcerer's Stone as a wand duel, and to my knowledge, and I've seen these movies a billion times, there is not a wand duel in Sorcerer's Stone. That being said, not all of the duels or all of the fights in Harry Potter in this. I think I have all of them, but I think there are some that I didn't add here on purpose. But the first wand duel that we are going to rank in this list is Snape versus Professor Lockhart. I'm gonna put it at B. Honestly, it's probably C, but it's still a fun battle. Wands at the ready, and Snape just flattens Lockhart real quick. Then Snape says, maybe we should teach the students to defend themselves against unfriendly spells. So that battle was fun, and I think this scene right here and the one that's to follow are my favorite scenes of Chamber of Secrets. These two wand duels are entertaining. It's the first wand duel you see in Harry Potter, and it's fun. And Snape flattening Lockhart is hilarious. Lockhart is this cocky professor. He thinks because he's successful, he can best Snape. And Snape's like, nah, dude, I'm supposed to be the Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher. Don't come after me, man. Then in Chamber of Secrets, there's Malfoy versus Harry in the same movie. I'm also going to place that one at B. It's better than the Snape versus Lockhart fight by far, and they actually do more spells, and there's the snake that Draco shoots out of his wand, and this is where we learn that Harry also speaks Parseltongue. But it's entertaining. We get to see these students battle, have a little duel in Hogwarts, and it's monitored, and it's a fun duel. Now, in Prisoner of Azkaban, there are some duels, but I don't consider them to be duels because they're literally just one-hit wand attacks. By that, I mean Harry shooting a Expelliarmus right into Snape and flying him into a bed in the Shrieking Shack. But that doesn't really warrant as a duel to me because I guess they both did have wands. But for me on my list, I decided to not add that one. Then we come to Goblet of Fire in the maze during the Triwizard Tournament. All four of the wizards are battling each other, throwing wand spells, and they are fighting, and there are wand duels, and I'm going to place that one at B. Victor Crumb and Cedric Diggory have a little bit of a wand duel, a little bit of a scuffle, and actually I'm going to stick that one at C. It's a very quick fight. It could be at the very bottom of the list, and it's not that crazy, but it was a wand duel more than Harry getting Snape in Prisoner of Azkaban because they were both shooting spells at each other. So it made it on the list, and it definitely it's just all right. Then again, in Goblet of Fire, we have Voldemort and Harry, their first duel ever against each other with wands. And I'm placing that one at A. This is a really good scene. It's the first time that they are actually battling for each other to the death. Or at least Harry's trying to just disarm him, but Voldemort's trying to kill him. This is the first time we are seeing them head-to-head with their wands, and their bolts connect. And it's a really good scene. And Voldemort is pushing all of his power into trying to kill Harry. And Harry's just fighting, has two hands on the wand, and all of a sudden the force field kind of grabs them both in a lock, and Harry's parents save him by throwing their force ghosts basically into Voldemort, and then Harry escapes. But it's this first life and death situation, which he's been in this before, but it's a higher stake this time. And he survives, of course, and it's just a really good scene and a very good duel. And then we come to Order of the Phoenix, and this is when the young Order of the Phoenix, Harry, is teaching the students to fight, and there are a couple duels in between them. You have Harry and that one student, I can't remember his name, but he lets him just hit Harry. And then there's Ron and Hermione dueling, and it's entertaining. And then they also do the thing where they're all hitting the dummy back and forth and spinning around. And you actually get to see Ginny's actual power and just disintegrates that dummy. But this is probably going to also be B. I think this is also better than whatever happens in the Triwizard Tournament. That one, I don't even know why I put this on the list, but I wanted to make it a bigger list, and there are already ones that I didn't put in here. And there are only like a couple that I didn't put in here. Then again in Order of the Phoenix, the students all go to the Ministry of Magic and are looking for the prophecy, and they're fighting the Death Eaters along the way. This whole scene, fantastic. I don't really care for Order of the Phoenix, but the last third of the movie is fantastic. All of the duels, all of the fights, absolutely great. That I'm going to put at A. I thought the students stepping up and fighting Death Eaters who have been using magic for way longer than they have, and basically being right there at their level and beating a lot of them, was really cool to see. Also in Order of the Phoenix, we have Harry and Sirius against Lucius and a Death Eater. This is also A. I think Sirius coming out of nowhere and saying, "Get away from my godson," and then just punching him in the face, punching Lucius straight in the teeth, was hilarious. And then they do their wand duel, and he goes, "Nice one, James," and Harry is right there with Sirius, and it's fantastic. And then we come to my first S tier battle on this list, which is Dumbledore versus Voldemort at the end of Order of the Phoenix. That is S tier. What a fantastic battle. It might be my favorite battle out of the entire Harry Potter series. It actually probably is, because it is so good. These two titans of magic are just going head to head, and Voldemort is throwing out everything he can at Dumbledore. And Dumbledore, being the age that he is holding his own very well. And then it is only to the point where Voldemort releases all of his anger and passion of hate and just throws Harry and Dumbledore back, is where he beats Dumbledore. And then, of course, Harry just fends off his magic and Voldemort flees, but it is a great battle. Graphics-wise, sound effects-wise, acting, it's perfect. It's such a good battle. Now that I'm looking at this list, I'm not sure why I did this, but I did. And we are now at Half-Blood Prince, and when they are all at the Burrow and Bellatrix Lestrange and one of the Death Eaters comes and is trying to kill Harry, basically, they light the Burrow on fire, and there are some wand duels between Ginny, Harry, Bellatrix, and these Death Eaters. I'm going to put it at C next to the Goblet of Fire one. Nothing too crazy. I mean, there are wand duels. They are battling with their wands, so it counts in this list. So I guess it's better than the Goblet of Fire one, so I guess I should have put it in the list. But it's just very low-key fighting, nothing too insane. They both probably belong at D. Then we have Harry and Draco doing their fight in the bathroom, and I'm going to put that one at B. Half-Blood Prince, they're doing their duel. Harry finds Draco crying in the bathroom because he knows what he did. He cursed the medallion that the one girl had, and he's confronting him. So they end up fighting with their wands, and they do a duel, and Harry ends up basically almost killing Draco because he used the Half-Blood Prince, Snape's spell, out of his book, and then Snape has to come and save Draco. But it's a pretty good, decent wand duel, and it definitely belonged on the list, and I think it's on B. Now, there are a couple from Harry Potter and Deathly Hallows that I forgot to put in here, and the one I'm actually going to rank right now and discuss, I don't have a thumbnail for, is when they're in the Malfoy Manor, and Bellatrix, and there's a Death Eater, and they're actually using their wands and having a little bit of a duel, and Draco's there as well. I'm going to put that one also at B. I don't have a thumbnail, but it's a very decent battle. There is a wand duel going on. It's in Malfoy Manor, and they're trying to escape. They're trying to leave. They have Hermione now, and they have the prisoners that were there, and they fight against Bellatrix and Draco. I think it's a pretty good scene, and it definitely belongs in B. Now, one of the gripping scenes that I like from Deathly Hallows Part 2 is when McGonagall and Snape are fighting. I'm putting that one at A. It's very quick, very short, but there's passion behind it. There's revenge in McGonagall almost. And she's throwing flames at Snape. And at this point, no one knows that Snape is actually on their team. And Dumbledore asked him to kill him. But McGonagall doesn't know that. And she's putting all of her might and magic into attacking Snape. Snape, deflects both of these shots and gets the Death Eaters behind him. And it's an emotional scene. Because Harry just comes up, he says his thing against Snape, and then Snape draws his wand and points it at Harry, and then McGonagall steps in like a mother and just stands right in front of Harry and just duels Snape. I'm getting goosebumps thinking about this scene. Really good duel. It's A tier. Now, of course, the entire battle for Hogwarts has so many duels. I don't know each specific one that happens. There's a lot going on. It's a mess. But as a whole, the battle is a fantastic battle. I do enjoy that movie, and I do enjoy those battles. But the one that stands out the most to me, Molly Weasley against Bellatrix Lestrange. Oh, I love this scene. Oh, I love this scene. And I'm putting that one an A as well. I really love it. Bellatrix says the killing curse and throws that at Ginny, and Molly goes, "Not my daughter." She starts dueling Bellatrix, and at first you think, oh, Molly can't take it. She can't take it. And then she comes and shows, no, 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 no. This is it. And she throws the one spell at Bellatrix. She turns into like stone and just disintegrates. I love that duel. I love that scene. So good. Then we come to the great battle of our age. And if you've seen my past video of Harry Potter movie ranks, you will know that I have gripes with the Voldemort and Harry battle at the end of the Harry Potter series. If you did not watch my previous video, I will go into small detail on why this battle bothers me. Even though it bothers me, I am still going to stick it at S. The only reason being is because this is the duel that decides everyone's fate after this. Will Voldemort survive and torture the rest of the Wizarding World and the world for the rest of everyone's lives? Or will Harry win and bring peace to the Wizarding World? The battle is hard, it is tough. Voldemort is at his weakest, Nagini is about to be killed, and his last Horcrux is going to be dead. And then Harry, all he has to do is just use his magic and defeat Voldemort. And it is a fantastic battle, and it's really good. My whole issue is that no one is watching this happen. No one's seeing this happen, no one's seeing it unfold. They're on their knees in the courtyard, and he kills Voldemort, and that's it. This scene should have been handled way differently, and I don't know why they did it this way, but that aside, and I'm trying to pull that out of the equation, even though it does play a big part, and I want to put this at A really bad, but this is a very huge and pivotal fight in Harry Potter, so it belongs at S tier. This was a very quick and shorter list, but I wanted to do it. I was trying to think of something that I could do that wasn't another character list or favorite places in the Harry Potter movies, which I still might do, and I might do a character list, but I wanted to think something different, and I thought the wand duels were something really cool to do. This is my list. It's not all of the duels in Harry Potter. There are some that I took out and didn't put in here on purpose. Some of them I forgot to add. But these are the ones that I have in here. And I think my favorite one of all time is just Dumbledore versus Voldemort. It's insane. I love it. And it's a great battle. Thank you again for watching my video. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. And leave down in the comments what your favorite duels are in Harry Potter and what you would like to see next. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.